The 2025 Kentucky Derby Trail is shifting fast after 3 major preparation races on February 1st. In this video, we spotlight 3 rising stars making waves on the Triple Crown Trail and 3 contenders losing steam at the wrong time. Stick around as we break down the biggest movers and shakers. You won't want to miss this. At number 1, we have Burnham Square, a colt who has rapidly emerged as a serious Kentucky Derby contender. Trainer Ian Wilkes made a game-changing decision by adding blinkers 2 starts ago, and the results have been nothing short of spectacular. Since then, Burnham Square is undefeated, most recently storming from last to first in the $265,000 Holy Bull Stakes at Gulfstream Park. While his talent was evident before, his newfound focus has unlocked an extra gear. His impressive 95 Equibase speed figure and 90 Buyer speed figure in the Holy Bull solidify his status among the top 3-year-olds on the Derby Trail. His performance was full of lessons, from overcoming a slow break to weaving through traffic and closing powerfully in 12.53 for the final furlong. That kind of racecraft is invaluable as the Derby looms. A homebred for Witham thoroughbreds, Burnham Square is proving that he's more than just an underdog story. He's a legitimate threat on the road to Churchill Downs. Right on Burnham Square's heels is Captain Cook, a colt who has looked sensational since stretching out in distance. His Withers Stakes performance at Aqueduct was a statement, showing tactical speed, acceleration, and stamina, all the ingredients of a serious Derby horse. He stalked the pace with patience before surging home with a final 8th in 12.61 seconds, a closing split that signals big league ability. Trained by Rick Dutro, the man behind 2008 Kentucky Derby winner Big Brown, Captain Cook is in the right hands to make a deep Triple Crown run. His pedigree is equally intriguing, tracing back to Birdstone and Birdtown, both accomplished distance runners. With a career-best 97 Equibase speed figure and 94 Buyer speed figure, he's proving to be the real deal on the Derby Trail. Having thrived at 1 1/8 miles, he's built for the classic distances ahead, and if he continues this trajectory, Captain Cook could very well navigate his way into the winner's circle on the first Saturday in May. At number 3, we have Citizen Bull, and let's make one thing clear: he's still the champ until proven otherwise. The returning 2-year-old champion sent a loud and clear message in the Robert B. Lewis Stakes, rolling to a dominant 3 3/4 length victory over his highly regarded stablemate Rodriguez.
Bull, better than ever coming to the 16th pole. He is back in a big way. Citizen Bull leads them all the way. Another Robert B. Lewis for Bob Baffert. Second goes to Rodriguez. Medicat Road was...
If that wasn't impressive enough, he wasn't even fully cranked up, according to Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert. That should send shivers down the spines of his competitors, as Citizen Bull already posted a monster 107 Equibase speed figure and a 98 Buyer speed figure in his seasonal debut. The biggest question surrounding top 2-year-olds is whether they can carry their dominance into their 3-year-old season. Citizen Bull answered emphatically. Leading from gate to wire, he showed his speed, stamina, and unwavering determination. Until another horse dethrones him, Citizen Bull remains the measuring stick on the road to Kentucky Derby 151. Also eligible for Derby Trail Watch, River Thames is a rising star from Todd Pletcher's barn, impressing with back-to-back dominant wins at Gulfstream, including a 6.5 length allowance romp while stretching out to a mile. His 94 and 92 Buyer speed figures suggest serious talent. Gate to wire, another Pletcher trainee, made a winning dirt debut in the Swale Stakes, earning a 99 Equibase and 93 Buyer speed figure, though his ability to handle longer distances remains a question. Meanwhile, Rodriguez held his own against stablemate Citizen Bull, finishing second in the Robert B. Lewis Stakes and proving he still belongs in the Derby conversation. Now let's shift focus to the 3 colts whose chances on the 2025 Kentucky Derby Trail are cooling down this week. At number 1, we have Guns Loaded, a colt who once seemed locked and loaded for the Kentucky Derby Trail, but is now running on empty. His maiden win at Churchill Downs last November was eye-catching, but his Mucho Macho Man Stakes victory in early January raised some doubts. Those concerns became reality in the Holy Bull Stakes, where Guns Loaded completely misfired. After setting the early pace, he had nothing left in the tank down the stretch, fading to a distant last-place finish. 33 1/4 lengths behind Burnham Square. That's not just a misstep, it's a full-blown red flag. The gunrunner colt needs a massive turnaround in his next start if he wants to remain a Derby contender. Right now, though, he's looking like a long shot to make it to Churchill Downs on the first Saturday in May. Next up is Ferocious, a colt who showed tons of promise as a 2-year-old, but started his 2025 campaign on a disappointing note. The runner-up in both the Hopeful Stakes and Breeders' Futurity. Both Grade 1 races, Ferocious was expected to make a statement in the Holy Bull Stakes. Instead, he faded when it mattered most, finishing a well-beaten 4th, 11 3/4 lengths behind Burnham Square. While a long layoff could be to blame, his 77 Equibase speed figure was the lowest of his career, raising concerns about his conditioning. Horses sometimes need a race to shake off the rust, but Derby hopefuls don't have the luxury of time. If Ferocious is going to be a legitimate contender in May, he must improve dramatically in his next start. Otherwise, he risks falling out of the Derby picture entirely. At number 3, we have Mo Quality, a colt who looked like a rising star early in his career, but is now trending in the wrong direction. The Smarty Jones Stakes runner-up entered the Withers Stakes as the 2.75 to 1 second choice, but bettors expecting a big performance were left disappointed. Mo Quality pressed the pace early, but had nothing left in the tank when the real running began, fading to finish 4th, 16 1/4 lengths behind Captain Cook. Not only was it his worst career finish, but his 73 Equibase speed figure was also a career low, a troubling sign for a Derby hopeful. The Kentucky Derby Trail doesn't allow for too many setbacks, and a regression at this stage is hard to ignore. While he deserves a second chance, Mo Quality will need to bounce back fast if he wants to remain in the conversation for the biggest race of the year. The road to the Kentucky Derby is full of twists and turns, with rising stars and fading contenders battling for glory. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Derby Trail news.